Hi friends, how are you? Hope you will fine. Welcome to the course of web development provided by JS Academy. It is the sixth part of the video. In the previous lecture, we had studied about tables in HTML, that how to create tables, that how to make a columns, how to define rows, and how to play with the tables. So, in this lecture, we are going to study about list and further. Okay, list is plays a very important role in HTML. So before we start, just subscribe the Jazz Academy channel, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, and like the video. And first of all, just go and see our earlier video so that you will be a great web developer, because it is the best course on whole YouTube and you are going to love it. And I am going to personally handle your doubt. Just comment below the video and solve your doubt. Okay, now in today's lecture, we are going to study about list. That what are list? As the name suggests, the list. Lists allow a web developer to group a set of related items. That list is used by a web developer to define to group the set of items, that the colors name red, blue, we make a further list. And names, that class name, sixth class name, seventh class name, the student, we create another list. Okay, so list plays a important role in uh, for a web developer. Earlier I also said, now I also saying that if you want to be a great developer, great coder, start writing code from the first day. If you more and more you write code, more and more you get experience in the code, and more you will solve your doubt. If you have any query, just comment below the video, I am with you. Okay, create a file list.html as the earlier, shift plus exclamation mark, hit enter, you will get your syntax. Now just write the name title, that list in HTML. Okay, list in HTML. Now goes in the body, create a heading. There are six heading. Earlier I told you, if you don't know, see a first lecture, second lecture, whole lecture, and make yourself comfortable to this course. Okay, list in HTML. List in HTML. If you want to do the styling, you can by inline styling, by external, by internal, by any. Up to here, I told you about only inline and internal styling. I don't told you about external styling. I will told you in this video. I will told you all, and this is the last lecture of this HTML course. After this, we will go further. Okay, so please watch this video carefully so that you can enhance your knowledge. Click on go live. See, the heading comes in here, list in HTML. Okay, okay, okay. So, how many type of lists are there in the HTML? There are two type of lists. Mainly there are two type of list we used in HTML, that is ordered or unordered list. There are three more list or are also there, but mainly we use two type of list, that is ordered or unordered. In ordered list, what's there, that the numbering is there, 1 2 3 4 A B C D, means a sequence is there. Okay, and in unordered list, no sequence, the dotted bullets form, arrow form, there are many, means the numbering and a alphabetic character do not allowed in that. Okay, let's learn both. So what are the syntax of ordered list and unordered list? there are two type of syntax. First, we are going to just comment and write here unordered list. Okay. Now, first of all, what is the syntax of unordered list? That is, write ul. Ul means unordered list, and inside ul, just create a li. Li means list. What you want? Just want, I want coffee. First list, then create second list. Li, I want tea. Then again in next line, create another list. Li, and write that what you milk. Okay, save that. Go to the live server. See, list in HTML, that is coffee, tea, milk. I think you are able to understand that what is unordered list. This is unordered list. This is unordered list. Let's make something like in unordered list, create h1 and write unordered list. Save that. See, in UL, I write unordered list, and unordered list contain coffee, tea, milk. Have you seen this bullets? It is a sign of unordered list. Okay, now further, let's create ordered list. Let's create ordered list. So syntax is ord. It is a comment that I am doing for my further ordered list. The next line, then what is the syntax? That ol means ordered list. Then in next create li. Then in again you create li. Okay, so write something here. I want to write jazz academy. Type like. Okay, save this. Okay, sorry. Go to the, see, the upper part, the dotted form is unordered list, and then it becomes ordered list. Okay, have you seen that how it's happening? Okay, I think you are able to understand that what going on here. Okay, let's create one more list, that is description list. Description list. Okay, so what's the syntax? First, dl same means, dl means description list. Then dt contain description text that for which you are going to describe. Okay, I want to describe coffee. Okay, so I had written coffee. Then in next line, what's that? dd, description data. It is the description of the text that I want a coffee, black hot coffee. Save this. You can, we can create more, but see, coffee is a description text, description type, and black hot coffee is description data. So here, describe, we are describing the coffee, that which type of coffee we want and which type of coffee is this. Okay, so next, mainly we use these three. There are more also, so I'm going to discuss verbal. Okay, description, we description list we studied, means there are many more, but Mainly we use these three: ordered, unordered, and description list. So this is whole. The list is over. Now we are here to describe a important part of the HTML, that is HTML block and inline element. That what are the block element in HTML and what are the inline element in the HTML. Every HTML element has the default display values depending upon what type of element it is. Have you seen that some element we use inside the text and some element we use outside? Some have outbounding, that OL, and some are inbounding, that is span. Okay, what are the black block level element? Block level element always start with new line. Means when you want to make a block level element, you have to start with new line, and the browser automatically adds some space and a margin. Okay, here you see these two are block level element, means unordered list and ordered list. So the browser make margin, but li list is not block level element, that's why the browser didn't add any margin. Okay, there are two commonly block element used, that is p yani paragraph tag, and second yani div. We will study about div now. What is div? You can define as div as a box, that inside a box you are putting something. Okay, let's make a div. This is very important for a web developer, front-end developer. A div is very important because you will use this div at the end, as you advance, as you make yourself advance, you will be comfortable to use this div. Div is very important topic. Okay, div is not nothing but a box. As you are seeing on the screen, here it is written screen recorder is sharing your screen, and a box is given. We can define a div as a box, and inside that div we are making another div, then box into box into box. A simple way to define div. Okay, right here, hello world. Save it. See, describe hello world. Just inspect the page, and it is very important for a developer to inspect at every point. See, div display block means it is a block level element, and here it margin is given, means a div is separate. Okay, let's check it out another. And inside that div we can add something, that like we can add paragraph p tag, and p tag is defined as something like lorem. I want 15 tags. Save that. Enter, hit enter, save that. See, it whole inside the div. Let's check it out. See, as I am touching cursor on that element, it is showing that div contain that. See, div is whole like a box, and inside that box you are putting something. Okay, some block level elements are address, aside, article, div, dt, footer, header, footer, and that these are very important tag, because you will use this, because for header you make header tag, and inside that header you are going to design something, that this is the part of header part of the web page. This is header, and this is something like this is footer. Okay, this is footer, this is header, and this is body part. Okay, there are many. And what about inline element? The inline element does not start with new line. Okay, inline element does not start with new line. We can use them like span. Span tag is here, and we can add something like hello, how are you? When we hit enter, when we save it and go to the browser, see hello, how are you? We can add this inline the between the between anything. Okay, inline element does not start with new line. Remember this thing, inline element does not start with new line, and inline element only takes up a much width which is necessary. Okay, let me show you. See here's a span which is taking the width as much it require. Okay, so there are many inline elements such as a tag, anchor tag. Have you seen image tag earlier in the previous videos? Input, label, buttons. We will study next. We are going to study most important thing. We are going to make a form. Okay, in the HTML. So please be with us. Okay, and after that, I am going to tell you a very magical thing that will change your view toward HTML, that how to access external CSS. Okay, when we are using a coder is using external CSS, then how to access that? Okay, now see, have you learned about that inline element and what are the block element? That inline element only access the bit it want, and block element that start with new line, and inline element does not start with new line. Okay, now the next part is forms. HTML forms. Let's create a form. That what when you are making a website, have you seen at the footer part, means at last part, that there is a form like structure. Just fill that details and contact with us. Okay. So form is also very important part. Form.html. Remember, when you are going to start new thing, just make a new file and same. Hit enter, shift plus exclamation mark, and you are going to rock. Now, form in HTML. Now, an HTML form is used to collect user input. Form is used to collect user input. The user input is most often sent to the server for processing. Okay, let's create a small form that you are able to see that how it's happen. Okay, let's create a form. H2 means HTML form. Okay, now the syntax is form perform some action, that is leave for now. I will tell you later. Label it for first is name. Okay, here name. Now give a space between them by br tag. Line break tag, I told you later. Then make another, create an input that should be like text input. means you are taking something input. Okay, names, ID, these all things. Just wait, I will teach you later that what are the ID, what are the name. Okay, next. Peer tag. Then again you are going to label it or last name, sorry, last name. Then again peer tag. Create a button. Okay, okay. Then see, we put our name, that is Jazz, last name Academy, then we submit. See, it is the button. Okay, and we can change it button type by here, submit. Yes. Now again, Jazz Academy, submit. See, the value is good. It is the this type we can change, make a form. It is just like a skeleton. The designing part we will learn it later, but for now I think this much is sufficient, that you can create and the down. Let's study that what are the these things. Well, let's study about the syntax. The syntax says that the first tag is form, that what are the inside that form you can make the label. What is the label? The label is this: first name is the label. Label first name. Okay, br tag is used to break the line, means giving the space between them. Okay, if we don't use BR, see what's happened. See, it will come in front of this. Okay, just to make that thing in the next line, we are using BR tag. Okay, now BR tag, you understand input. What is the input? Input tag is just taking the user input, and that should be in the type of text. You can change here by the number, by anything which you want. Let's change by number. Let's change by password. Okay, save that. I am taking the user input. See the password. How cool it is. See, the part means you are not able to visible this part. Okay, now the form element is used to create the user input. The form element is a container for different type of inputs such as text field, checkbox, radio buttons, submit buttons. There are many. This type you want to design your website, you can. Okay, the input element, the html input element is most used form element, means the input element you can use this. It is the most usable form element that you are taking the user input. Okay, the input should be text, the input should be like radio, that you are clicking on that. The for choice, the input should be checkbox, the input should be submit, the input should be button. Anything you want to, that you can. Okay, now what is label? Label is just used to define the element, that this type of element is this, that this type of thing do you want to fill in this. Okay, just to understand by the user, not anything. Okay, now we are going to study about this much is form, nothing more than that. After that we will, when we will design, we will study about more. But study this label input, just write code and make your thing enhanced. Okay, let's study about that. What is classes and IDs in the HTML that will connect your external CSS. Okay, now we are going to the most important part of the web development, that is classes dot classes and so we will study about the classes and the IDs in the next lecture, because I think this lecture is too long for your understanding. Just meet in the next video in the seventh lecture. Till then, be happy and do not forget to subscribe the channel, like the video and hit the bell icon, because we are making this video for you, for your betterment. And you, if you have any doubt, just click like the video and give the comment. I am going to personally handle your doubt. Okay, till then, bye bye.